We're gonna start today's. You're actually gonna like today's training, Sven, because we're not doing sales training today. Today we're doing a training on how to be lazy. What have you been working on, Sven? We don't gotta get into it right now, but I'm gonna ask you after training if you did all that stuff that I messaged you. But or if you wanna tell me, you can. Or if you don't, that's cool too. So no Minecraft, no. Sven, this is an intervention. This is an intervention for your own good. We're gonna be yelling at you for the next hour, for the next 30 minutes. We're gonna be yelling at you and telling you how to shape up. Not all of it, but as I said I'd start. Did you start? Did you? Okay. Did you do a couple of them? But what's but? There's always a but, Sven. What's the but? You slacked off. Okay. How many days did you slack on for? How many days did you slack on? Did you slack on for one full day at least? Because the plan was like for 7 days. How many days out of the 7 did you slack on? I don't like how long it's taking you to respond to that question. We're gonna go ahead and start the video. Start the video. I'd say just one day completely. So you did it. There's one day on one day you did everything. You did everything that was on that list in one day, one of the days. It wasn't a lot. Well, that's what you're messing up. You gotta do a lot. You can't just do a little. You gotta do a lot, Gengi. You gotta do more than necessary. Maybe 3 days. Okay, that's not bad. But the thing is, though, you're still slacking off. Like, you slacked off, and then you didn't just slack off for a day. You fell off. So what's going on with that? It's okay to slack off, but you gotta, at some point, you gotta slack back on. Because it's okay if you slack off, like, for a day. But that next day, you better be back on it. Like, your baseline state should be on it, not off it. Your baseline state should not be off it. Your baseline should be on it. And when you slack off, that should be, like, the outlier. That should be the exception. Or not the exception, but, like, that should be the rare occurrence, slacking off, not the work. The work should be every day. The slacking off should be the rare occurrence. I'm gonna be back on real quick. All right, but I mean, it don't take much to get back on. All you gotta do is just do it. You just gotta do it. Like, you don't gotta talk about it. You don't gotta be like, yo, tomorrow I'm gonna go crazy. Like, no, just make a list. What's on the list? Do it. It's really, like, it's difficult when you start. But once you do it, it's easy. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and learn about AI automation. Now, you might be wondering, what is AI automation? I am also wondering, what is AI automation? Well, the answer to that question is that AI automation is the future. Let's look it up. What is AI automation? Okay. So, AI automation combines artificial intelligence such as machine learning and natural language processing with software automation with software automation to execute complex end-to-end tasks. Unlike traditional rule-based automation, which is limited to the rigid if this then that commands, AI can interpret unstructured data, make dynamic decisions, and adapt to new situations. Interesting. So basically, AI automation makes it so that you can do way more things at once than if you didn't have it. So it does stuff like send emails automatically, post content automatically, create marketing automatically. Basically, it's just like hiring an AI agent to do stuff for you. So I want to learn about that, and I think you do too. So we're gonna learn about that. Ready? Okay, cool. Let's go.
Yes. Ready?
Ready? Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Word. Welcome, Sven. Welcome, Sven. Good to hear you. Good to hear you.
Uh-huh.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get to it, man. Come on now. Let's lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Cause guess what? If you had been locked in this whole time, I would have a crazy opportunity for you right now. Wait, hold on. Let me tell you about this opportunity that I'm looking for somebody who's locked in to take the opportunity. If you were like locked in and you like had been doing like mocha and all that stuff, if you were locked in, I would have a crazy opportunity for you right now. But because you are not locked in, I cannot give you this opportunity because I don't know how you'll do. This is the thing I'm talking about. It's a setting, it's phone setting, and if you set an appointment that closes, you can make anywhere from $1,000 to $7,000. If you set an appointment that closes. When I was thinking of people to put on this, I thought of you, but you haven't shown me that you are ready for an opportunity like this, so I can't put you on this opportunity because I don't want you to mess it up.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I agree with you. I
This,
really agree with you.
but like that's what I'm saying. Lock in now so that these opportunities can show up later. If you had locked in like a couple of months ago and like really been on it, making calls, hella calls, mad calls, you would be doing this right now. I would have been like, oh yo, I know the perfect person for this, Sven. But you are not locked in, gangy. So I cannot pass this opportunity to you. I want to, but I can't. So I'm looking for someone
I mean,
on
that's
Facebook.
a very.
What happened?
Wait. What exactly? Um, what exactly it is
It's like
disabled?
it's
Like,
solar. It's a solar. So basically, they're just calling people who have solar already, and they're sending someone to their home to look at their solar panels. Once they look at their solar panels, they make sure they have batteries and stuff like that. If they want to get new batteries, they're like, okay, we can get you new batteries, and they make like $1,000 to $7,000 just for setting the appointment. The company makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying use
That's
that as
pretty good.
motivation, bro.
But,
Like lock in now so
listen,
that the more opportunities I find, I could be like, yo, I know the perfect person for that.
I, I will do that.
You feel me? Because if
Probably.
you had locked in before, even if you hadn't made that much money on Mocha, at least you would have the experience. So I could be like, yo, this new opportunity, I'll just put Sven on it because I don't have anyone to put it on it. But I can't put you because I don't know if you'll perform. I need to see
I
you
get. I got
perform
you. I got
first, and then but that's how it works, bro. You have to put in the effort. It might not have that much returns
you.
at
Yeah.
first, but it all pays off. You feel me?
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. You can't just like put me on and off and then I mess
Yeah.
up and all that. I
It
get you.
stacks up. It stacks up. The more work you put in, even if you don't get paid in money, you get paid in experience and skills,
Yeah.
and you can use that stuff to make even more money.
Uh,
So, it's always worth it, bro. It's always worth putting in the work. But anyways, that's like it's a good thing that you still got me. There will be plenty of well, I won't say plenty of that's a really good opportunity. There will be other opportunities in the future similar to that one. But we gotta get there first. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I got you.
So
Got you, dog.
yeah, yeah. But nah, I'm glad, bro. Be glad you know me, bro. I'm not gonna lie because I like we going up, gangy. We going up. I'm not gonna let you fall off. The only way you don't go up is if you fall off before we go up. That's the only way. So like yeah, you missed out, but it's cool because it's gonna be way more. I'm like working on this shit every day.
All right.
Um.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah, it does. But anyways, let's watch this video. And ooh, this is such like a good first chapter. So, okay, we're just gonna watch it.
In minutes. So check an email.
Boom. Look at wait. Hold on. Let's analyze
Most
what's
people
going on
spend
here. Let's do a
hours every
breakdown on
week
this video.
doing
Today's training is
repetitive.
we're gonna be breaking down this video because I really need to learn this. Hold on. Let me take
All right.
notes on this as well. Look. You like I would be writing down notes and like pausing the video every 5 seconds to take notes, but guess what? I'm just gonna get AI to take the notes so that by the time the video is
Automation.
over, I could just read it.
Right.
So
This is not business. That's basic automation.
yeah, this is automation right here. This AI thing that's like taking notes on this video. This is automation. This is how you
Yeah, yeah.
use AI to automate things that would usually take you a long time and do it
Yep.
quickly. So and the reason you want to do it quickly is because like let's say for example, it takes you an hour to send 100 emails. No. To 100 emails, that would take like 5 hours. Like if you send 100 emails by yourself, that would take like 4 to 5 hours. But guess what? You get AI to send 100 emails for you in 5 minutes, and then guess what? Now you can send 1,000 emails in 30 minutes rather than 100 emails in 5 hours.
Maybe even less time.
Yeah,
Maybe it takes even less time to do that. Yeah.
that's why we gotta learn AI. We gotta learn AI. But all right, let's watch this. So because this is so true, I've seen this
That can
happen.
easily be
Like
done in minutes.
I've done stuff with AI that would have taken me all day. Like I was ready to work on it all day, and then I was like, you know what? Let me look up if an AI could just do this for me. Like when so my Notion is messy. It's messy again right now. I need to organize it again. But my Notion is like mad messy. So, and I'm like, I need to organize my Notion so I know where everything is, so I could like use it, so I could like actually use my Notion. So
Yeah, yeah.
if I go to where is uh okay, it's somewhere here. I don't know where, but it doesn't look messy, but there's like messy stuff in here. It's not fully. It doesn't look the way I want it to look. I want it to be like all pretty and stuff. But I'll work on that some other time. But just know my Notion was messy.
Yeah.
What happened?
No. Keep talking.
No,
My lady.
I was saying my Notion was messy. It was like mad messy, and I wanted to add stuff. Like I wanted to organize it, and like that's something that would have taken me probably shoot all day, maybe even 2 days, like into the next day. That would have taken me at least like 8 hours to organize my whole Notion, just of just moving stuff around. I got a AI organized the entire Notion in like 5 seconds. I said, can you organize my Notion for me? And it said sure, and it did it in like 10 seconds.
Damn.
Something that would have taken me 8 hours on my own was done by an AI in 10 seconds. Imagine using that. Imagine using that for everything. We're gonna probably watch this one as well after this, cause he said he's built 500 AI workflows. That's very that's very like makes me want to click on it. I don't know if this is a let's see if this is a good video to watch, cause if not, then we're gonna watch this one. Face AI, automated email. Yeah, this is. We'd rather watch this one.
Yes.
After building hundreds of AI workflows for real clients and teaching thousands to do the same, I noticed something weird, which is that most people online are building the fancy stuff, but businesses don't actually want that. They just want 5 types of automations, and these are simple, boring workflows. They're things that genuinely save time, save money, or remove mistakes. And these 5 automations are the ones that clients will pay the most for. So in this video, I'll show you what they are, why they sell, and how you can build and sell them too. But before
Make sure you two so me that mix it.
Agentic workflows are changing how we build AI automations. But not only that, they're also changing the entire industry, with more businesses investing in agentic AI to improve their workflows. So if you're looking to start building AI automation,
let's learn something about AI. What is agentic AI? Because I've heard of that before, but I don't know what it is. Is it like an agent? Yes. This is what we need. This is what we need. So, man, what do you think about agentic AI?
About what?
Agentic AI.
I've never heard of that.
It's on the screen.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
What's it going?
What do you think about agentic AI?
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you think we would be successful if we had some agentic AI? Like,
Yeah.
wait. Well, that's what we're about to learn about. We're about to learn about some agentic AI.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Come on, go.
to make your life easier, or you want to make money building these for businesses, then this is the best place to start. I've been building AI automations for a little over a year now, and I've already helped thousands of people build their first AI automation. So I do know how intimidating everything can look at first. So that's why in this video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know, and then I'm going to show you how to build your first agentic workflow from absolutely zero. My job is to make this as easy to understand as possible for you, so let's get into it. All right, so before we actually build anything, let's make sure that we're on the same page about what agentic workflows actually are. If you've been building traditional automations, you know the drill. You use a tool like Make or NNN, you drag a node onto the canvas, you configure it, you connect it to the next one, you make sure the right variables are passing through, you test it, you add another node, and you keep going. And when you hit an error, which you will, you read the error message, you figure out what went wrong, you fix it, you test again, and you repeat until it works. You're basically building the whole thing manually, and if it breaks again later, you're the one who has to go back in there and fix it yourself. Now, this was a huge leap in the AI automation space because it significantly lowered the barrier to entry, and it allowed anyone from any background to learn these tools and build some really powerful automations in a matter of days. But agentic workflows completely flip that whole process, because instead of telling the system how to do something step by step, you're just telling it what you want, and then the agent figures out the rest. So think about it like hiring a really talented developer. You don't sit there explaining the code or walking them through the logic line by line. You walk in and you explain the problem. You describe the outcome you want, and then you ask, okay, what else do you need from me? So that's what makes it agentic. The system reasons, it adapts, it asks clarifying questions when it needs to, it makes decisions, it fixes itself when something breaks, and it does research, all to make your job as easy as possible. Now, I do believe that traditional automation with a tool like NNN isn't going anywhere. It's still perfect for repetitive, predictable tasks. And there are two terms that we use in the AI automation space: deterministic and non-deterministic. Deterministic means predictable. And in automation, predictable is beautiful. Boring is beautiful because you know exactly what's going to happen every single time the automation runs. Non-deterministic means that given an input and you don't know exactly what the output will be. There's variability, there's judgment, there's AI, and AI is non-deterministic. So our job as AI automation builders is to make a non-deterministic process as deterministic as possible. because typically business processes are pretty deterministic, or at least as deterministic as they can be. So that's exactly where agentic workflows shine. They unlock tasks that are too variable for traditional automation, stuff that needs judgment calls at every step just to be a little bit more dynamic. Maybe research, maybe content creation, customer support, lead gen. These are messy processes that can involve a lot of moving pieces. So with agentic workflows, we can handle that variability, and the system actually gets better over time instead of just setting it and forgetting it or having to go manually in and make improvements by yourself. There's a reason why so many builders right now are shifting to tools that are a little bit more agentic, like Claude Code or Anti-Gravity, because they fix a lot of the common struggles with traditional automation. There's no more finding and fixing errors manually, no more setting up API calls yourself, no more manually connecting to MCP servers, no more getting stuck on the logic. So here's a really simple way to think about that evolution. Let's say you wanted to get to a carnival across town, and you know roughly where it is, but you still need directions. Traditional automation is like using a paper map and a compass, and you're looking at the street names, and you're trying to figure out your own routes, you're choosing the streets to walk down, and you can get there, and you will get there. It just takes a little bit more effort, and if you make the wrong turn, you'd have to figure that out and course correct. But with agentic workflows, that's just like pulling out your phone, Googling for the carnival, and then it basically gives you this blue line, and all you have to do is follow it. And if you go off the path, it will like recalculate, and it will make sure that you go back to the actual outcome that you're looking for. So in both scenarios, you can get to the same destination, but it's just a completely different experience getting there. So let's talk about what's actually happening under the hood and what you need to know in order to build an agentic workflow. So we're using a framework called WAT. You could just hop into Claude Code right now and start talking to the agent, and honestly, it would do just fine. But without structure, things get messy fast. Think about it like a school locker. If you just threw every piece of paper, every homework assignment, every note from every subject into a locker with no organization, you could get straight A's, but it would be tough because you'd be digging through piles of paper, you'd probably forget things or lose things, and that's why you would have binders, shelves, folders, notebooks. Structure makes everything easier. So it's the exact same thing here. We need to tell Claude Code how to stay organized, and that's why we do that using our framework called WAT. W stands for workflows, A stands for agent, and T stands for tools. Each piece of that framework has its own job, so let me break that down. All right, so first we have the workflows, which are the instructions. These are instruction files that are written in Markdown, which is basically just natural language, but it uses things like pound signs and asterisks so that the agent knows what are the headers, what are the subheaders, what's bold, what's important, stuff like that. So I'll put a quick example right up here on the screen if you've never heard of Markdown, but just know it's super simple and you could go read that and you would not be confused at all. So think of a workflow like a job description or an SOP, just a process. It tells the agent what to do. For example, we might have a workflow called competitor analysis. The workflow tells the agent to research businesses, then gather data from 5 competitor sources, then analyze those findings, and then analyze our business, and then create a PDF report. So it's just basically a process, a sequence of steps. They're guidelines. The agent then uses these guidelines to figure out how to achieve that end goal. And here's the cool part. As the agent works and it gives you outputs, you can say, I liked this, but I didn't like that, or go ahead and change this, and it'll actually update its workflow file so that next time it calls on the workflow, it will do better. Now the A stands for agent, which is the coordinator. This is the actual AI. This is Claude Code itself. This is the brain. It reads your workflows and it reads those instructions and it looks at what tools it has available. And then it makes decisions about which tool to use and when. And if something breaks, it will handle the error, it will research it, it will figure it out, and it will adapt for you. So really just think of this as like a project manager. You hand them the instructions and they will delegate tasks to the right people. Except for not people, it's more so they delegate tasks to the right tools and workflows. So you don't have to figure out the sequencing or the logic. Claude Code does it. And then the T are the tools, which are kind of the workers or the actions. Tools are Python scripts that actually do the work. And this is where the ugly code lives, but don't worry, you don't have to touch it. Each tool will have one specific job. So the workflow is a big process. A tool is just one specific action, like scraping a website or generating a PDF. The agent then calls these tools when it needs to based on what it says in the workflow instructions. So for a research workflow, your tools might be one to scrape a website, one to analyze findings, and one to generate a PDF. And here's the best part. These tools also get automatically built by Claude Code, and if they fail, they get automatically updated and fixed by Claude Code. They're super modular, so you can call a tool with a different workflow if you want to later. So how do these 3 layers work together? Let me just show you how this connects. Let's say that we give an agent a task like research company X's pricing and then create a PDF report for me. The agent reads the workflow, the instructions, looks at the available tools, and decides the sequence. So first it would call something like a web search tool to find the relevant info. Then it would call something like a scrape website tool to pull content from those URLs. Then it calls the analyze finding tool to synthesize everything. And finally, it could call the generate PDF tool to create that branded report. Now the whole time it's reasoning and it's making decisions based on what you told it to do in the workflow. And you're not mapping it out step by step. The agent handles the logic and updates it. All right, so that's what I wanted you guys to understand about agentic workflows. All right, but before we continue, if you want to follow along with the video, you can download this resource I'll be using in my community. Once you're there, you just need to look for the post with this video and you'll find it attached as a markdown file. Now let's get back to building your first agentic workflow. Okay, so we got all of that stuff out of the way. The first thing I need you to do is go to Google or a browser and type in VS Code or Visual Studio Code and go ahead and download this. This is where we're going to be using Claude Code. So once you install that, it's going to look like this when you open it up. It's just kind of like a welcome onboarding screen. What I'm going to do is just break everything down as far as what you actually need to click on, what you need to know, because there's a lot of buttons in here and it's probably a new interface, which makes it overwhelming, but it's going to be simple. You'll see. So before we do anything else, we have to actually install the Claude Code extension. You can see up here, I've got this little button where if I click on it, it opens up Claude Code and we get the little crab and we can now talk to Claude Code. So you're not going to have that by default. The way you get that is you go over to the left-hand side to the menu bar and you're going to click on extensions. You are then going to search for Claude Code. So if you just type in Claude, it should pop up over here and you'll click on it. And then you just have to install this extension. Now, once you install this, it will prompt you to sign in with your Anthropic or your Claude subscription. And so you do have to be on a paid Claude subscription in order to use Claude Code. You can see here on the free version, you don't have it, but Pro or Max or the higher Max, you will have Claude Code with Opus 4.5. So once you're on a Pro or Max plan, then you will come back into VS Code, you'll sign in with that, and you should be all set to start using Claude Code right here. So we've got that configured. Now what I want you to do is click on the button up in the top right and close out of this window, and you should be able to see that you have Claude Code right here. So now,
Well, I don't have Claude Code, so this isn't gonna
I'm
work.
gonna go back inside. Come on. Go.
Whatever.
No, not you, not you.
I don't have Claude Code. So I gotta look up something else.
Come on in.
Let's see.
Come.
Oh,
So everyone is claiming that 2026 is the year of AI agents, and honestly, I was skeptical. The hype is everywhere, but does anything actually live up to all of these promises? So I decided to find out the hard way. I spent the last 3 weeks testing every single hyped AI agent tool that claims to be free. And let me tell you, most of them are either complete garbage or have hidden paywalls that'll drain your wallet faster than you can say automation. But here's the thing that really did shock me. A few of these tools can literally replace hours of manual work with just a few clicks. And I'm talking about automations so powerful, they actually feel like cheating. I built real workflows, tested actual use cases, and pushed each tool to its breaking point to see what really works and what's just marketing fluff. Some tools that look incredible in demos just completely fall apart when you try to build anything real. Others that seem basic on the surface actually turned out to be absolute game changers. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly which tools are genuinely free versus the ones with sneaky gotcha pricing, and what each one is actually good for, and where they completely just break down. So whether you want to build automations, create SaaS products, or just streamline your workflow, then this breakdown will save you weeks of trial and error. There's also one tool here that completely dominated the rest, and it's probably not the one that you're thinking of either. So make sure to stick around until the end of the video to see which free AI agent tool actually takes the crown. And here's the exclusive part. I've created a free course showing you how to build AI.
We'll put a pin in that. We'll put a pin in that. I'll send this video in the Discord if you want to watch it. But well, yeah, we'll put a pin in that. Let's actually get into some sales. Are you ready?
No.
You're not ready.
Nope.
Well, that's unfortunate, because today we are going to be learning sales. Are you ready now?
Give me 10 more days.
10 days? What the hell do you need 10 days to do anything?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Give me until I think like June 19th. No. July 19th.
July
Yeah.
19th?
Yeah.
You need a month?
That's after the World Cup final.
Man, is Messi gonna pay your bills?
Huh?
Is Messi gonna come to you and like pay your bills?
I mean, probably if I ask him.
Yeah, if you DM him. If you DM him,
Holy
he might.
shit! Oh, idiot, but he takes that deal. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. But anyways, go on,
Alright.
go on. Yeah, yeah.
So we're not gonna do a role play because usually when we do that, you're busy. I'ma just yap. I'ma
Nah,
just what?
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I could talk, but no place texted in it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'ma just yap. I'ma just yap about stuff. I'ma yap about
Okay,
let's
just
see.
come on in.
Let's yap about productivity. Now,
Come on in, but if you're feeling
product.
yourself something about to go and drink it.
What happened?
No, now I'm talking to my nephew.
So productivity to me is being able to accomplish something with enough time to do something else. So to me, productivity is efficiency. Now, why do we care about being efficient? Why does it matter how quickly we're able to accomplish something? Because it matters a lot. Being able to execute tasks quickly and in a timely manner is a very valuable skill. Now, why is quick execution such a valuable skill? Being able to act on inputs. Why is that such a valuable skill? Why is it a good thing? Well, the reason quick execution is a valuable skill is because it allows you to minimize the gap between the cause and the effect. So, let's say, for example, we've got two people. Person A goes to school every day and they study every day. You know, they go to eat lunch and they do all this stuff and they take their tests. Now, person B, he goes to school every once in a while. He doesn't study. He like just doesn't want to go to school, and he goes to school every once in a while. Now,
Yeah.
person A, who goes to school every day, has 365, however many school days there are in a year, that many number of opportunities to learn. Let's look it up. How many school days are in a year? There are 180 school days in a year. So person A, who goes to school 180 days a year, has 180 opportunities to learn every one of those days. So they learn quickly and they learn what they don't know as well while they're there. Person B, who only goes 60 days a year, they get half the information. They don't have, like, their knowledge is, like, it has gaps in it because they don't show up and they just don't show up. So the person that goes to school 180 days a year has 180 opportunities each one of those days to learn something and improve and be able to pass that school year. The person who goes 60 days out the year will only have 60 opportunities to learn something. And not only do they have less opportunities to learn something, the time between those days, like they go one day and then they go 3 days later, the time in between that, they're not learning. Their attention is being split onto other things. So they're not learning. Now, what does this have to do with executing things quickly? What does this have to do with being quick to be able to execute tasks? Well, it has to do with it because the person who goes 180 days out of the year, they learn quicker. They learn quicker than the person who goes 60 days a year because they go Monday, they go Tuesday, they go Wednesday, they go Thursday, they go Friday. Person B just goes Monday and Friday. So person A has learned all of all of what they need to know in 7 days, while that same amount of learning will take person B 4 weeks because they only go a couple of times. They only go 4 weeks and 1 week, so it will take them 5 weeks. 4.5 weeks. If person B goes to school only 2 times a week, then it will take them 5.5 weeks, or it would take them 4.5 weeks to learn what person A learned in 7 days. Does that make sense? If person A goes 7 days a week, that's 1 week. They've learned all that knowledge in 1 week. But if person B only goes to school 2 days a week, then it will take them 4.5 weeks to learn 7 days of knowledge. Because if they're going, so because 4 times 2 is 8. Oh, wait, no, that's bad math. It would take them 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks to learn what person A learned in 7 days. Because 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 plus 1, the half of the week, is 7. So 7 days a week for them, for the person that shows up every once in a while, is 3.5 weeks. But 7 days for person A is 7 days. So across those 7 days, they are able to learn what they don't know and refine their learning process much quicker than the person who shows up every once in a while and has to wait 3.5 weeks to know if they even have the same like information, because they both have to take the test. They both have to take the test. Person A has to take the test just the same way person B has to take the test. Now, when person A takes the test, not only will they have the first week, the second week, and the third week of information, and the fourth week of information that person B does not have, but they will also be able to find out what they don't know from the results of that test. Because you can't just learn something and then, like, you can't learn something and then not use it. Because if you learn it and then don't use it, you don't know if it works. So if you learn something, you want to use it so that you can make sure that you're able to iterate and refine. Like, the learning process goes, learn something new, test it, find out what you learned from the testing, like review the testing, and then continue. Learn something new, test it, review the results, and continue. And so the quicker you can learn something new and test it, the faster you can do other things as well. So, like, let's say, this is confusing. This is, like, the way I'm explaining this is really confusing. But just know that if you do something quickly, you can quickly, like, pivot. For example, if someone wants to start a YouTube channel, this is a much better example than school. Let's say person A wants to start a YouTube channel, and instead of, planning and thinking about the topics of what the YouTube channel is, they're like, I want to start a YouTube channel. They just turn the camera on and they just start talking. And they just start talking to the camera. Now, they do that for 7 days. And at first, they're not getting that many views. They're not getting all that. But they are getting experience. They are learning how to speak, how to talk to the camera, how to do all that stuff. Now, person B wants to start a YouTube channel, and they spend those same 7 days researching and learning, how do I, what's the best channel to make? What's the best thumbnail? How should I create the description so that everyone clicks on their video? Now, person A is still making videos, like, across those 7 days. A month has passed by. Person A has been making videos every day for a month, and now their videos are starting to get some traction. They're starting to get 100 views, 200 views, 300 views, and they're starting to get traction. Person B is still researching. Person B is still looking up what's the best for the algorithm, how do I make content, what should I talk about, all that stuff. 3 months go by, Person B is finally ready after doing enough research and planning and um, homework on how to start a YouTube channel. 3 months go by and person B is finally ready to start that YouTube channel. And guess what? When person B starts the YouTube channel, they get the exact same results that person A got when they began. They get the same results. And so now person A 3 months later is getting 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views, and they're just going up and up and up. Person B now has to wait 3 months before they get that same 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views, just because they spent all their time learning how to do YouTube but not actually doing it. They realized that once they started doing YouTube, it was way different from the stuff they learned. So it's pretty much, in a way, time wasted. Like, yes, learning is helpful, but only if you apply the knowledge. Like, and whatever that may look like for you. Because there's plenty of ways to apply knowledge, but that's how you solidify knowledge, by using it. So yeah, if you're gonna learn, make sure that you're actually using the stuff you learn, whether it be making tests for yourself and taking the tests, or writing the notes and then reading them. That's a way to use knowledge as well. Reading your own notes, because then you solidify it in your brain for when the time comes for you to use it. Reading your own notes is a way to use knowledge. Whether it be taking notes, whether it be actually using the information learned. Like if you're learning about sales, use it on a sales call. If you learn a new objection, use the objection handle. If you learn a new way to handle an objection, then use it. Like when the objection arises. Yeah. I want everyone to be open. I want everyone to be open. Everyone in this company has to be open to learning and new things. And yeah, everyone just has to be open. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm just yapping. We'll talk about the power of leverage. So leverage is pretty interesting. The best way I can describe leverage is that it's like, well, we talked about it earlier. It's the difference between sending 100 emails yourself and taking 4 to 5 hours, and pressing a button that just sends 100 emails when you press it. Because if you have a button that you can press that just sends 100 emails, then you can just keep pressing that button. But if you have to write out 100 emails yourself, then you have to write out 100 emails and go through the time and process of doing that. But if you just have a button that you press that it sends 100 emails, you can just press the 100 button, press the button, press it again, then press it again, then press it again, then press it again. And each time you press that button, it just sends 100 emails. So not only do you save time that you can use to do other things, like start a YouTube channel with that button, but you also send more emails. You get more done than the person that's writing out 100 emails. Because the person that's writing out 100 emails is spending all their time in that day. We only have 24 hours in a day. So that's why the richest people in the world love time. Because they use their 24 hours differently. They don't care about money, they care about time. They want more time. Why do they want more time? Because time is more valuable than money. How is time more valuable than money? That doesn't make sense. Time is more valuable than money because depending on what you do with your time, you can make money. And depending on how you use that time, like tells you how much money you make. If you use the
You can make
24
money, but you
hours,
can't make time.
huh? What happened?
You can make money, but you can't make time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can make money, but you can't make time. Facts. And depending on how you use your time determines how much money you'll make. Like you could use all your time because we only have 24 hours in a day. While the day is going, and then we have to sleep for like 8 hours. So technically we only have 16 hours in a day to make stuff happen. So while we have those 16
Oh my
hours while
gosh.
we're awake, we have to make sure that we're using that time on things that are actually worth using the time on. While we have those 16 hours, we want to spend our time wisely because we could spend all our time sending 100 emails to people, like just sending 100 emails, like 100 emails, boom, 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 boom. Like, then that would take like 16, by the end of the 16 hours, I've sent like 300 emails. Or we could get a button that sends 100 emails, and then every time you press that button, it sends 100 emails, and then press that button for 1 hour, and then now you've sent 3,000 emails in 1 hour, and then for the rest of those 15 hours, you can work on a YouTube channel or an AI that builds a YouTube channel in 1 hour, and then now you've used 2 hours, and you've already sent 3,000 emails. You've built your YouTube channel, and then in the next hour, you can work on another AI that builds your Instagram and your TikTok. And now in 3 hours, you've sent 3,000 emails, you've built your YouTube channel, and you've built your Instagram and TikTok. And then you can use your fourth hour to work on another AI that builds a eBay shop for you. So in 4 hours, you've sent 3,000 emails, you've built a YouTube page, you've built a YouTube channel, you've built a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you've also built an eBay store that does drop shipping automatically. And then guess what? In your fifth hour, you could build another AI or work with another AI that automatically recruits people to sell the products on the eBay shop and like market the eBay shop. So in 5 hours, you've done multiple things with AI that would take a week
Days.
if you were to do it by yourself. Like, you could use AI to build a website. That'll take like 5-10 minutes. Use AI for everything. Use AI for everything except like customer service, copywriting. Don't use AI for copywriting.
Why not?
Because that's something that you want to be more personal. Like, if you're speaking to like your customers, and like you're writing a landing page for a website that sells clothing, and you're speaking to the customers, that if you try to make that with AI, it'll give you like robo copy. It'll give you like robotic copy, and we don't want that when we're speaking to customers or when we're speaking to. Use AI for everything that's systems related. AI for everything that's repeatable, like sending emails or checking emails or following people on Instagram or sending DMs on Instagram or something like that. If it's something like creating a brand identity for a company, that's usually something that you want to be more involved in, because then like some things you need to give it a human touch. It's like the difference between using AI to make art and using AI to send emails. Some things are more like artistic. They require a human touch than just like
Okay, okay.
sending.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah, you see?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
So when it comes to stuff like that, like making and the AI can do, like, for the landing page, the AI can make the design, the layout, the like all the links and all that stuff, all the robotic stuff. But when you're writing like the text that speaks to the customer on the landing page, you want to write that yourself
Mm-hmm.
because it's more like
Mm-hmm.
personalized. Um, but AI is good for like everything. I'm about to just only learn AI because it's only in the beginning. Is it like at this point I'm not sure what AI can't replace. I don't think there's anything that's truly safe from like the reach of AI. So we might as well learn how to use it because it's gonna take over literally everything. So why wouldn't we? I need to
Blue
learn how
collar
to use
jobs are
AI.
safe
What?
for now.
What?
Same blue collar jobs like construction and stuff like that. That's safe
What's
for
safe?
now.
Porn?
Like construction,
Oh,
like things that have to
yeah.
do manual labor.
I thought you said Pornhub.
That's safe for now. Nigga, what?
Is that what you said?
Uh,
You said Pornhub safe? What? Bro, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that right now. We talking about AI, bro. And even that's not safe. They got AI OnlyFans, like all type of stuff. But hey, get your mind out the gutter. We're not talking about that right now. But maybe construction. I don't know. Construction might not be safe either because like there's already AI baristas that pour coffee and stuff like that. Who's to say they can't make like an AI bulldozer that just knocks over buildings or places bricks, like goes around to a plot of land and then just places bricks at the
yeah,
land on the
right, the land
land.
of plot.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. But yeah,
Yeah.
most everything is probably gonna be replaced by AI. I don't think anything is safe from AI. Like we already got self-driving cars. We got all sorts of stuff. I feel like the best way to use
You
AI,
have AI
huh?
building AI.
You
And
said
you got
build?
AI building AI.
Yeah, AI buildings.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be a thing soon. You trolling, but that's gonna be a thing
AI is
soon.
building AI.
That's gonna be a thing soon. You trolling, but I believe it. I believe that could happen. But the only thing that won't really get replaced by I feel like is like comedians and like pro
Yeah, 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 yeah.
sports and stuff like that.
Because AI suck at telling jokes and shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Every time, bro, ChatGPT has the worst jokes on the planet, bro. Like
Word.
ChatGPT has some terrible jokes. But not only that, like things that are supposed to be human. Like there won't be any AI YouTubers. I mean, that's a lie. There's already AI YouTubers. There won't be any AI
Yeah, or
vlogs. I mean, maybe there will be though. I don't know. There could be AI vlogs.
oh, trust me, there probably are already.
Yeah,
Probably. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised. It's like an AI touring Brazil or something, going to the favelas.
yep. Oh, yo, Josh,
Yeah.
did you see that video of the woman who went bungee jumping and she like
In
got
Brazil.
stuck and stuck? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't
You
watch
see?
it, but I heard it.
Damn,
Yeah, I don't know how you
I
forget
would not
something
do
like
that,
that.
bro. I wouldn't even do it.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
stupid.
Yeah, that I don't know. That kind of turned me off from bungee jumping as well. Cause how you forget?
I don't know.
That's insane.
I've never been interested in it either way.
I
Just
I
came on in.
was I was before. There's like a one in Canada where you jump from the top and it like goes into like it dips you in water a little bit. That one looks fun,
Yeah.
but after that, I don't know.
Yeah, are different. Oh, yeah, one more thing.
Mm.
Did you saw the news about Elon becoming the first trillionaire, right?
Trillionaire, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I thought there was one
Okay.
before him
Who do you
though.
think will be second?
Who's gonna be the
I
second?
mean, as far as I know. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I don't fucking know. Amazon, like, I don't know. We're not gonna know until he shows up. Who's gonna be the second? I don't think he's been born yet. Like, I don't think he's on the
Yo,
radar.
yo. Uh, you know Nvidia, right?
Nvidia, yeah.
Yeah. I think the owner for that will be the second,
Who?
maybe. Like the owner for Nvidia, I forgot his
The
name,
owner of Nvidia? I
but
don't
I
think
think he
so.
will be second.
I don't think so.
Kimani, excuse Kimani.
I don't think so because Nvidia has like a lot of competition. Nvidia, like, people are still arguing if like AMD is better than Nvidia or Ryzen is better than Nvidia. I don't think so because Nvidia still has a lot of competition. The only reason that Elon was able to become a trillionaire is because he like made a monopoly. Like, he has no
Oh,
competition for, like, there's literally
yeah, yeah.
no competition for Tesla.
Kimani.
That's the only reason I think that Elon is a trillionaire because he's the only company that has access to all the stuff he has access to. Nah, you know who's gonna me nigga. I'm gonna be the next trillionaire. Fuck that.
Alright.
I'm gonna be the next Elon Musk. Yeah, yeah. Then I'm gonna go to South Africa and I'm gonna kidnap his family.
Nigga, what?
No,
Nigga.
I'm trolling. But yeah, I'm
Yo,
gonna be the next
Josh,
trillionaire. Yo,
Josh,
yo.
make sure to make the CIA know that you're joking.
No,
To
no,
the
no. I'm
CIA
not
that you're
joking.
joking, bro.
I'm serious. I'm very serious.
Come to one.
Why
Bro.
would I joke about something like
Yes,
that?
bro. Alright, okay, fair enough, man. You do,
That's not a. You think
you
that's
do
a
you, big
laughing
dog.
matter? You think that's something funny to say? No, I'm very serious. I'm gonna after I
Here,
become the
there.
next trillionaire, I'm gonna spend my money to kidnap Elon's family and then tell him to send me all his money.
Okay, go for it. I ain't stopping you.
And then I'm gonna be the only trillionaire
Yeah, until.
until
Yeah, until.
until what?
Oh, don't worry.
This guy dropped like
Don't worry about
a
it.
fucking next time on Dragon Ball Z. What do you mean until?
Yo, don't worry about that. What am I doing? Then I dry, sir.
Yo, bro, you gotta tell us what's gonna happen on the next episode, bro.
I
Will
can't tell
Josh
you.
stay the only trillionaire? Or will something happen? Find out next time. Well, alright. Anyways. Alright, that's it for today's training. It wasn't really like it was really we just yapped the whole time. But hopefully there was some sort of value in something we said somewhere along the way.